The traditional image of an astronomer is somebody who actually peers through the eyepiece of the telescope, which is all very fine when you're using a small telescope. It's a very thrilling experience to look at the rings of Saturn, for example, with your own eyes. That can never be matched by even a high definition image on the television screen. But on the other hand, astronomers need to use instruments for the recording because then they can go on collecting the light which comes from the distant objects, uh, record the light, add the photons, and then view that at leisure. This enables astronomers to look at much, much fainter objects than would have been possible for them to see with just their eye at the eyepiece of the telescope. So, a number of instruments have been used, recording instruments and devices have been used over the centuries. The first one, of course, was the photographic plate or photographic film, which was used, which was the first recording device to be used by astronomers. But over the last few decades, this has largely been replaced by electronic instruments. So there are all kinds of television tubes which are used for recording. But right now, there is a device which was very exotic when it was first invented, but is now completely common and ubiquitous, and which is the charge coupled device camera, and which everyone now knows as a CCD camera. The CCD was first used to take an image of an astronomical object, and in the 1980s, it very quickly replaced the photographic film and other recording instruments because it is very versatile. It allows you to get a digital image, and it has got very fine qualities which are very important to the astronomer. For example, the efficiency with which it detects light can be as high as 80 or 90%, whereas the efficiency of the photographic film to record light is just about 1%, which this property enables astronomers to look at very faint objects. Now, CCD cameras are now very common because you can find them, for example, in cell phones. That is what the device that you use to take photographs all the time. And you will understand that the moment the photograph is taken, you can view the image because of the very rapid electronic processing. I have shown in the image here a CCD camera because astronomers have to deal with very faint sources. They have to suppress the noise in the CCD detector, which they do by cooling it, either using liquid nitrogen or solid state devices. So you have got a rather elaborate camera which can be used to take images. And in my next slide, I show you a beautiful image of the galaxy M51, which is a spiral galaxy, which is seen face on. So you can see an arm of the spiral galaxy apparently snaking out to embrace another object close by. You can see the galaxy at fairly high resolution here. You can see the bright regions of the galaxy, the spiral arms, the central bulge. And this is a very good illustration of the beautiful images which can be obtained by a CCD camera. But astronomers not only depend on images, they also depend on spectra. So if you take light coming from an object and pass it through either a prism or a diffraction grating, then, or rather one should say a spectrograph which has a prism or diffraction grating generally, then you can get a spectrum of the object. So the spectrum again appears in the focal plane, and that too has to be recorded, which is done digitally using a CCD camera. So here you see a spectrum of a galaxy, which is actually the sum total of the spectra which is produced by individual stars in the galaxy, and contains information about the nature of the stars, the numbers of the stars of different kinds, the chemical composition of the star, any absorption that may be between the observer and the galaxy, and so on. So it is images and spectra as recorded by the CCDs, which are the most commonly used data by astronomers working at the present time. Okay, that's okay.